Hey, what's up guys? It's been some time since I've been on YouTube, but I wanted to share about this wonderful trip that I took to Paris, France. It is by far one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen in my life. And if you ever plan a trip to Europe, it's not a place that you should skip. So here are the places that I saw. Well, first and foremost, Eiffel Tower. Now, if you look at it during daytime, it's difficult to see the beauty of it. I got there before sunset, and it was just a big piece of metal, is what my first impression was. But then the sun was setting, as I was just taking a walk in the area, taking in the views of River Seine. The sun set and the lights on the tower came on. And I thought that's one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. And I'm not sure if it can be captured on the video, but Eiffel Tower, when the lights are on, I think is gorgeous. The second location is called Sacré-Coeur, or the Basilica of Sacred Heart of Paris. Now, I like this place more than Eiffel Tower, just because of the overall vibe of the place. You have to go through these narrow streets, make your way up to the cathedral. But at the bottom of the hill, there's a part where there is a wall of love. It's really iconic. The cathedral itself is not much, Roman architecture, beautiful as all around Europe. You can go in there, you can pray if you're from that religion. The highlight at this place is the view from the top. So you can climb up on top of the dome of the cathedral. There's a paid entry, I think it's €7. But the views from that place, you get a 360 view of Paris. And given the fact how well the entire city has been planned, and you get a glimpse of that from, up top there, makes it my number one favorite location in Paris. And since we are talking about Paris and France, you cannot ignore the fact that Mona Lisa, the painting Mona Lisa, is here. The Louvre Museum is what I'm talking about. It's a huge museum. You can easily spend an entire day. If you're someone who loves history, European history, you might even need to visit multiple times just to get all the information. Mind you, from the entrance to Mona Lisa's painting, you'll be walking a lot. So be prepared for that. The next location is Arc de Triomphe. Now, this is an arch that is built in the center of a roundabout that has 12 different routes, going away from it. Now, it is of military importance to the country, symbol of fighting and courage and patriotism. Just like the Eiffel Tower or Sacré-Coeur, you can go on top of Arc de Triomphe as well. Another location I visited was the Palace of Versailles. The treaty that ended the World War I was signed in Versailles. It's obviously not the place where the Germans surrendered. That happened at some other place in a train car. Few months after that surrendered, the official documents were signed in the town of Versailles. So this is that place. I think the palace itself is all right. It's like any other palaces that you would see across Europe, where you can see how the royals used to live and all. I'm not much into that, but really I thought just getting to the place is quite an experience, because you have to get on a train and then you have to walk through the town of Versailles, and it's all just really beautiful. the last place, Notre Dame. We all know that there was a fire at Notre Dame, and it's still being restored. A lot of repair works going on inside, so you can't go inside. It's not open to visitors. But I'm not talking about the cathedral itself, but the places around it. Honestly, it's one of the most picturesque area, I would say. So bring out your cameras here. The church is also surrounded by bars and cafes and restaurants. So it's just awesome to take a walk around this place, take in the views, click photos, and so this was all about the trip that I took to Paris. It was just 3 days, in fact, but it has left a huge mark on my memory. I'll never forget this trip, and I'm definitely going back there whenever I get an opportunity. Okay, this actually is my last bit here in Paris, folks. So I just want to kill a couple of hours here, walking the streets, just getting some last few pics. It's so bloody cold that I had to put a jumper on. If you're traveling to Paris, you need to have clothes so that you can easily transition between, warm and cold weather. So I think that's it for me. You guys take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.